Hi everyone, so I thought it was about time that I had another sit down and just had a wee chat about where I've been and what I'm doing. I am in Japan. I have been here for just over 2 months now. It feels like a lot of time has passed, but also not a lot of time at all. This video is just going to be me talking, so I hope that's okay. As moving to another country isn't necessarily this blissful transition. It's stressful, it's confusing, it's exhausting, even if the country you're moving to is one that you really love and enjoy. I'm so happy to finally be in Japan. I've been wanting to move here for years. It's the middle of summer here, it's stinking hot, and I'm sure you can hear the cicadas outside. It's all day every day, I can't help it. I got here about early June, and since then it has been consistently 30+ degree days every day, and it's amplified more by the humidity. It is incredibly humid here, more than I've ever experienced back home. I'm from the South Island of New Zealand, where it never gets that hot consistently. Maybe we'd have 1 or 2 30-degree days and then it just goes back to cold again. I haven't been filming much. If anything, there hasn't been a lot to film, or I just haven't been in a comfortable enough position to film. Perhaps if I got here before the semester started, things would be a lot more smoother, but since I touched down at Narita Airport halfway through the semester, it's just been constant going back and forth. I've been trying to figure out school, my classrooms, finances, insurance, other things. It's constant, and I finally have the time to actually decompress a bit, which is why I wanted to chat today. I am so thankful to finally be here, and I'm very grateful for my living situation in particular. I am living with family, which is making that a lot less stressful. As I can see from my classmates, it is incredibly difficult getting accommodation at this time. It is also very, very, very expensive to move here. There's a lot of expectation, even at master's level, that your income and payments and fees and things are actually being supported by an external source or a support personal guardian. My situation's a bit different because I'm trying to go from my savings, but I do have support in other ways, which I am eternally grateful for, because I don't think I would have been able to do this otherwise. But even then, I still can't really go out and spend up like I would if I was on holiday here, because I don't have a form of income coming in like I used to back home. Despite being here for a few months, I'm still trying to get a few living situation things sorted. In particular, getting a Japanese bank account. A lot of banks can and do reject foreigners from getting a bank account if they have been in the country for less than 6 months, even if they have a valid visa for longer than 6 months, which I do. And then other banks can allow foreigners for under 6 months if they have proof of employment, but I'm a student looking for employment, and it just hasn't worked so far. There's another place we're trying now, but it's just a bit of a reminder that I'm not in New Zealand, where this process would be a lot easier. Also trying to get my medical things sorted still. I have multiple conditions that either need to be monitored or medicated, or both. The approach to the health system here is quite different to New Zealand. There's no general practitioners here. We instead have to approach to the independent clinics. And trying to find some of the clinics for my particular needs hasn't been all that straightforward. And I'm still learning Japanese, so finding it in English is also another challenge in itself. So banking and medications are the two life things I'm still trying to sort, and then after that it's back to my masters and everything involved there. The thing about masters level is that despite all the restrictions and difficulties around COVID, we're still expected to do the same amount of work, which is a lot of work. And I understand that, and I've accepted that since quite early on in my course, but it's just been quite stressful having to always play catch up. Even if I am very organised, it's inevitable that things are going to change and lag behind, and just trying to work that through is most of what I'm doing. I have most of my master's fashion collection conceptualised now. Some things I am reworking and changing at the moment, and I'm very excited to share them, hopefully sooner than later. We're currently on summer break until the start of October. It feels very weird to have summer break right now, because in New Zealand our break is from late December to February. I've taken a bit of time to just decompress and sort myself out personally for a bit, but from this week I'm going to start working on projects again. I've decided that I'm not travelling back to New Zealand for the World Wearable Art Awards, which is very sad. I've heard they've sold around 50,000 tickets, which is insane to think that my garment's going to be seen by that many people, but I can't wait to share it with you all. It's been in storage for literal years and years and years, so to finally have that shared will be such a weight off my shoulders, and I can't wait to see it. When it comes to things that I've done for fun that aren't life or school related, there's a couple of things. I went to Sanrio Pureland, which is a theme park dedicated to Sanrio characters like Hello Kitty, Gudetama, Kuromi, and it was just absolutely adorable. The theming, the rides, the characters, they were all so sweet, and of course the admission was also cheaper than going to places like Disneyland, which I do plan to go eventually once I have money to spend. I'm gladly going into Pureland and hopefully film the experience. It was really fun. And then I also did a Lolita fashion photo shoot purely for fun. Lolita fashion is something I've always admired but haven't seen myself wearing. It was a really lovely experience doing something different for a few hours. We got dressed up, got makeup done, hair, the set was all ready to go. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed having that done, and the photos turned out so cute. And hopefully I can try something like that again in the future. So yeah, that's my pretty general update. I'm still taking some time to work some personal stuff through and then balancing all of that with my schoolwork. There is some really exciting stuff happening in the background, but I can't really explain it until things are confirmed. We'll just have to see what happens. So until then, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye!